the merchant mapped the market and the capital and left the freedom of our fathers far behind. They told us, look up to the heavens, let your worries fade. While they were down in the dirt, taking everything we made, they said, turn the other cheek for the promised land. We closed our eyes to pray. No, the ancestors didn't fail. Yeah, they were ambushed by grace. They brought a war in a smile to a peaceful place. Before we could even say amen, the chains were already on the wrists of the men.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. That's not our usual greeting at all, at least not for me. Peace and blessings. That's how we greet people. With peace. That's how we greet people. While they greet us with the morning is good or the afternoon is good, and they plot and they plan to deceive you. They plot and they plan to take what you stand on, what is under your foot. While they plot and they plan even to take your life, your energy, to enslave you into production for them. We, with our hearts, as the song say, kissed by sun, warm hearts, we could not fathom that evil. You know, they paint pictures of Africa, cannibals and people who eat people and whatever, backward. Absolutely untrue. Propaganda to the highest. They paint pictures of people of color and depicts them as less than. It used to be a joke to be a Chinaman. They destroyed the psyche of the Indian population. They destroyed the psyche with a caste system that put people without melanin on top and pushed those who were of color to the lowest possible place, establishing in their society that you are confined to certain roles and responsibilities once you are of a certain color and caste. Ridiculous, eh? But that is what existed and still exists. So I know when I see some people react to where they came from. I know when people feel as though people feel or think less of them, when they react in a certain way, I understand why they react that way. And then I also understand why some people embrace these concepts and just try to be more white, more European, more westernized, because they believe that gives them, that lifts them in superiority. Sad. It is sad. I know your racism comes from a deep place where you do not feel secure of yourself. And I do not pity you, but I pray for you. I know that the overcompensation, when you have to compensate with money, It's because your spirit broken. All you hear my out this morning, you know. All praises due to the Almighty Creator, and we thank Him for life. Tune in if you're somewhere else, 91.9 FM on a morning. Voices on the street. This is the place to be. As Mr. Grant would say, the truth. There's the truth program. Understand why you think how you think and consciously tell yourself differently. You were so impoverished and forced to live in poverty that your reaction is a excessive love for wealth. It's a reaction, but you have to temper your reaction. So there are people in Trinidad and Tobago from all religious, cultural, ethnic backgrounds that would do anything. When I tell you anything for money. Because that is their measure. That is what matters to them. And we saw, I think so far what is coming out is that some police officers were responsible for the death of another police officer and the theft of numerous weapons from a municipal police station. Crazy. Even the intelligence of these individuals is questionable, because to think you're going to get away when you do something like that is stupid. So intelligent, forgive me, I ain't encouraging crime, but an intelligent thief back in the day, I was just using an example, would understand that you try to cause as least harm as possible. You take some, but you don't take too much, because if you take too much, they will come for it and they will work hard to catch you. You don't turn a robbery into a homicide, because life and the public attention to a situation like that would dictate that you will not escape. Even with some of the not so good policing that sometimes takes place, and it have alright policing, maybe they're making an effort now. I don't understand how. Well, I understand how they don't understand, because they are blinded. Really dunce behavior. If somebody violates you in such a major way that you feel, which you should not, attack that person and try to take that person's life, you have to be careful of little children around, and you just indiscriminate. It will not work. You see children around, take it down. You see children around and in harm's way, take it down. Give the future a chance while you deal with your present. Is it absolutely necessary? Have you tried all other avenues? Is it that you fear so much for your life? Or is just careless, unnecessary killing? This place need prayers. This place need prayers. Never will God change the condition of our people until we change that which is in our hearts. The leadership that we also need in this land is spiritual leadership to a better way. To a better way of living, to justice. I keep saying, unfortunately, on this program, that people do things in this place that cause themselves to be in a position where others want to aggress them. I'm trying to find the words right. We're on the radio as well. Good morning to those intelligent, wonderful parents who have the radio on for their children listening as well. The quicker we can become intelligent and increase our ability to think, the quicker we can deal with life, because life is challenging in Trinidad as well. Beautiful sun, beautiful sea. Green, serene, but challenging. We take the break, get locked on, call somebody and tell them to get on to this program now. We on YouTube, we on Facebook, we on TikTok, we on 91.9 FM. Get on now. We take the break and we'll be back.
Peace of God be multiplied unto you in the precious name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. This is Redemption Hour, a gospel program where God will reveal His mind to you on how to live a fulfilled life and to please Him in all areas. Join Pastor Femi Afolabi, the National Overseer of Deeper Christian Life Ministry, Trinidad and Tobago, and other seasoned ministers for a time of divine encounter as they minister and pray for you every Saturday by 9 o'clock in the morning of this station, Street FM 91.9. Our church is Deeper Life Bible Church, number 1 Cochrane Street, opposite Tunapuna Police Station, Tunapuna. The times of our services are as follows: Sunday worship service, 9 a.m., Monday Bible study, 6 p.m., Thursday revival hour, 6 p.m. The redemption hour is a life-changing moment you cannot afford to miss. For special prayer or counseling, contact Pastor Femi Afolabi on 778-9933. God bless you as you listen to this program. Jesus is Lord.
Better living starts at Furniture Plus. Get up to 50% off on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. Plus free gifts with select purchases and just $1 down on credit plans. Don't wait. Visit Furniture Plus today.
TechFlex TT Limited, the #1 computer store in Trinidad and Tobago, has all your tech needs. We have the latest computers, powerful MacBooks, and affordable Chromebooks for school and work, providing new and refurbished options to suit everyone's budget. Also, we carry a variety of printer options and ink solutions for your home and office needs. Need repairs done? Our experienced technicians can solve your tech problems. Visit us now at any of our 2 locations, Wilson Road, Scarborough, next to Royal Castle, or Penco Street, Montrose, Chagonas. Call 235-4919 for more info. TechFlex TT Limited. Affordable tech. Exceptional service.
A feeling for a big meal.
Chicken.
With big taste.
Must be KFC.
And big flavor.
Chicken.
And value for my money.
Must be KFC.
Yo, who keeps saying that? Well, I hear something.
I'm the voice in your belly.
Get big value every day of the week, from Munchin Mondays to Fantastic Fridays and specials to make your weekend even tastier. Check socials for details. Remember, there's only one original, often imitated but never duplicated. It must be KFC.
A new era of hope and care for our nation's children has begun. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has announced a major expansion of services at the Couva Children's Hospital. This expansion brings advanced pediatric care, modern diagnostic upgrades, a full urgent care unit and a specialized surgery program to reduce waiting lists and save lives. This is not just progress. This is compassion in action. When our children are cared for, our nation grows stronger. No child should be left behind. In our first year, already things are changing. Commitments are being fulfilled and brighter days are ahead. Join us this Saturday at the Couva South Hall car park as we report to you on progress made and the way forward. Registration of delegates begins at 1 p.m. We are the United National Congress, 37 years strong, working for you, delivering for our nation. That was a paid political announcement.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday
from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on the Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Mondays looking real good. Munchie Mondays at KFC. Get one piece of that signature chicken plus a regular side for just $19.95. Small price, big satisfaction. Start the week right. It must be KFC. Order now via the KFC TT app only. Follow KFC Trinidad and Tobago WhatsApp channel for all the deals.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from Kings Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And we are back. Good morning again to Trinidad and Tobago. All praises due to the Almighty Creator. We thank Him for life. Give thanks. Yes, there are many challenges, and we work towards fixing those challenges. We work towards overcoming them. we accept those things that we do not have the power to change. Not accepting that, we're not working towards making it less prevalent or not happen in the future, but in the immediacy of whatever loss or harm, we accept and we send our condolences to the families of those who have lost loved ones over the weekend. Right? It has been a challenging weekend. I think almost four people, and I head across to the news, 4 people shot and killed in a shooting on the Lady Young in Mova. And a 8-year-old child in the car killed. Real failure. Honestly, that's failure. Honestly, that's failure. And the responsibility for that child's life, whoever is responsible, you will pay the price. Come on. As failure. Or you're not hearing properly on the live. So let me give if you're having challenges on my platforms, there is the Street 91.9 FM on YouTube, and there's also Iwer TV on Facebook. And I hope that is clear as possible. There's also my platform on TikTok, which, say the word, it's running good. And we are on the airwaves 91.9 FM on the radio. There are little coverage issue maybe in some places in the east, but for the most part the transitions have been made and we are supposed to be up and running properly. All right, so try and find somewhere that works for you. Good morning, my brother. Welcome.
Good morning, my brother. Blessings to you. How are you this morning?
Hey, blessings. I know, boy. I mean, thank God for life, but yes. I am affected and afflicted.
Brother. I don't know how to, brother Fuad, I don't know how to feel this morning. I don't know, brother Fuad, we really under such an emergency.
Yeah.
Hard to believe or not?
You're asking. Really and truly, bro, SOE could do what it could do. There are more than 1,500 people who have been detained. Many of them are affiliated to whatever gangs and whatever. It has reduced the amount of gang conflict in Trinidad. I just being real with you. I just keep it real, right?
Yeah.
But still, there are issues that continue. So it political, yes, but I'm not, it's not just that. I'm being real. I just be real.
Yeah, I know that. That is one thing. You're straightforward.
Yeah. And anybody who promised that they go deal with crime and equivocally, I don't know that is a true promise, because crime in Trinidad, we could talk about it for the week.
To the police officer and her family, condolences to them. I'm still waiting to hear the real story behind that. It's questionable, Mr. Fuad. Very, very questionable. A female officer in a station with holding guns and ammunition by herself.
Yeah.
Not questionable, but I wait to hear the findings on that.
Yeah.
Mr. Fuad, I don't know. When Fisher Haynes was in security minister, Mr. Fuad, if a dog get bunks on the road, they call it for hearing removal.
Yeah. I don't think it was just that. Like they governed for 10 years. We give them a chance, right? The 10 years between me and you. Let's be real. They were re-elected during COVID, right? They spent dealing with COVID so well they were re-elected. And let's be real. Fitzgerald Hines literally oversaw the worst numbers in terms of murder and stuff in Trinidad.
I know didn't mind that at all.
Yeah. So it's not that he didn't get a chance. It's not that people just every dog. He was really, and they really fail between me and you. And if this administration fail, people going to be critical as well.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
But Mr. Ford, with all respect, you know me, I just tell you I support him wherever way once I see in progress.
Yeah.
But I just find, Mr. Ford, that Mr. Alexander, let me put it in a respectable way, he could do more. Because every time the camera is in a space, is some kind of clown is some riddle, or you're blowing in a plastic bag. I feel, Mr. Ford, it's a people in the UNC party who more serious, I feel, who could handle this ministry of security. I believe so. I sincerely believe so. I think that Mr. Alexander, he talks a lot, but what comes out of his mouth, Mr. Ford, is always a joke, is something, is for you to solve a riddle, or some stupidness like that. Mr. Ford, times are very serious out here.
Yeah.
Look, you're killing a police station and a woman get murdered and all these things, the condolences. But Mr. Ford, with respect, I think that Mr. Alexander clowns too much. He clowns too much, man. All in Parliament, the man clowning is always some 6 and 9, if not 9 and 6. Some stupid talk, boy, with this man, boy. I vex or no. Mr. Ford, I feel somebody serious in the party could replace that man, boy. Too much clown thing with Mr. Alexander and Mr. Ford.
Yeah. I'm a kind of psychologist, right? I psychoanalyze people. I try to understand human beings as well, right? And the individual has his strengths and he has his weaknesses as well, as we all do. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses. And his strengths, he has been utilizing his strengths to try to assist and push crime fighting because obviously he wants to look good, to fix the problem. And the police as well have been working to a certain degree. But at the same time, in terms of communication, and in my opinion, PR and show business is not like the people. It had some show business people before. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hey, morning to you, brother, and morning to your listeners.
Hey, morning. Thank you for coming in.
Condolences to the officer's family. And congratulations to the police in arresting the 2 suspects thus far. I hope that the truth is revealed and they really get to the bottom of this.
And recover them weapons too.
Yeah, all of that. But my burning question to all is, based on what has transpired, I am wondering if the Punisher, the Commissioner of Police, understands the challenge that exists within the TTPS, right? And would to treat with it.
Yeah.
Instead of asking Gary Griffith in every chance that you get, right? Why not reach out to him and ask for some assistance?
No. Oh God, I don't.
No, here where I'm going with this. Here where I'm going with this. It is in my opinion that many matters, not just surrounding Gary Griffith, but surrounding politicians on the whole, don't ever get all the stones unturned to get to the bottom of the matter. So, in the fact that all these allegations surrounding Mr. Griffith's tenure, a person is innocent until they're proven guilty. They haven't proven him guilty of anything, so I'm saying based on the effectiveness, when he was there,
That is show business. I have disputed that. I find, honestly, it was a lot of show business and a lot of wrong things done as well, which I don't want to see again. But I don't mind if somebody else comes who can assist as well.
And I agree with you wholeheartedly, Fuad.
Yeah,
what
boy.
I'm saying is, looking at the results that he would have managed to achieve, right? I'm putting aside his shortcomings. I'm putting aside his bias, his
That is show business. Between me and you, brother, you're intelligent too. A lot of what he did was PR and show business. Yes, there were results, but there was also a lot of PR and show business. And I think the shortcoming that Mr. Alexander has is his inability of PR and show business and intellect to push that narrative now. But he's actually on the ground with the TTPS doing a certain level of work that could be compared to what we saw when it had positive things. That is what I see, and I just call it real fair. But the more people that could assist, the better for crime fighting in Trinidad, because I telling you, it tough, it bad.
Well, as I say, Fuad, I'm not in disagreement with you. I just pointing out the fact that Gary Griffith, in the midst of all his shortcomings, was able to achieve what no commissioner has been able to achieve in this country, which is a lot more trust in the police in terms of responding to matters, right? Also, there was this sort of change in the mindset of criminals where they would have think before they acted because of this slogan a few moments later, right? I am saying instead of the Punisher continuously just attacking Mr. Griffith, who I have my challenges with, yes, but I'm saying based on the results he was able to achieve and show up the shortcomings within the TTPS, I am thinking that somebody who really want to make a difference or a dent in crime would actually try to reach out and get some information or something from him that you could use to assist with what is going on in the TTPS. Because I don't think he really understands the nature of the challenges in the police service, because when you have people who you're asking the public to trust, put your trust in because they are supposed to be protected and serving you, carrying out these type of events, right? And even going so far as trying to stage the crime scene to make it look like if it's persons outside of the TTPS involved in this tragedy, right? Then, I mean, he's supposed to understand what he is facing. I mean, thankfully he didn't put his foot in his mouth in the way that he did with Joshua Samaru's case, you understand? Yeah. But we're in a real terrible place, and SOE will not change the mindset of people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
SOE, the only thing that will be a deterrent to crime is if you engage the minds of people and encourage them and get them to make better choices.
Agreed.
But just this SOE, it doesn't change the mindset of any criminal. This is why we continue to see the murders under the SOE.
Yeah.
And I'm not blaming, I am not blaming the officials. We as a nation need to do better and engage in more productive activities. But the persons who are charged with certain things need to understand the challenges that they are facing. And until then, we will probably be continuously spinning the top in the mud. But we have to aggressively deal with what is happening internally in the police service in order to gain trust externally.
I agree. Yeah, thank you very much. So I just call it real fear. So let me just break this down for y'all. Within this period of SOE and detention orders, a significant number of detention orders have been issued and people have been arrested. People who, in my opinion, they could do a better job in the normal investigative situations and actually arrest and convict of certain things, right? And there may be a couple people in between there who, in my opinion, you have to be careful because people's rights and freedoms are essential. But police officers, listen carefully, yeah? There are a number of police officers who have been detained with these detention orders, you know. Where in the past you would have seen police officers doing extrajudicial killings, doing certain things, and being part of the task forces that Mr. Griffith and others utilize. To a certain degree, once you do the crime, now you're going to get arrested on a detention order or something. And I could deal with that. Even some of the people who embroiled in these issues on the street, because it have conflicts that continue in our streets. Even those people say, well, oh God, at least it's fair. Is 6, 7, 8, 9 and the police getting detained. I on the ground, you know. I know what's going on, you know. It have men who, like I say, you're embroiled in constant conflict because of history, family, community, whatever, right? Some of those individuals are totally afraid. They're staying home. They're not coming out to get picked up in SOE. I'm not asking you. Somebody went on a boat and party the other day, and the police pull up alongside the boat and arrest the people on a boat ride and carry them. Are you hearing me? So the PR, the public relations mightn't be like GG ta 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 ta. But we have to be fair. There are people who involved in these conflicts, who are the head of these conflicts, who gone from Trinidad. All in order? And they don't look like they have any intention to come back. Constantly you hear, if you are on the ground, thing cool long because of SOE. And men afraid to even come out. Because you're getting picked up one time. I just being real. I am just being real. So yes, when it come to 6'2" Gary, oh man, that man could talk. The PR was, and for those who are appeased by extrajudicial killing, then you might favor that side. But that's not what it's about. I don't agree with that. And they covered for the police before. And he put his foot in his mouth when they killed him over a tree. And defend them. And the police are one of the major elements of crime in Trinidad and Tobago. Who don't know that all? They're dreaming. Because the money run the city. Greed. And they doing, some of them, anything for money. All they play like all they don't know. And it's not just them. From the top, come down. All who intertwined with the system. Nobody can talk to nobody because everybody, as my late father, may God bless him, say everybody involved. Good morning, caller. Sorry, I see you calling. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, man.
To
Welcome.
you and Trinidad and everyone else on the earth. Now, condolence go out to the slain officer. What I have to say, Dan, whether 10 years, 1 year, if you 10 years were in control and the opposition were there for 10 years, They were seeing what's going on. They know what they were going to face. You understand? Where crime and everything is concerned. Okay, let's say this new government in for a year, and I show the opposition seeing what's going on. If they is to return tomorrow, not even 5 years or 2 years, they seen what's going on. They're supposed to put things in place to know when they hit the ground, how to move, where to move, and what to do. I don't like people who make an excuse, well, this one was 10 years, and well, you were in 10 years opposition too and fighting for the position. Same thing with the opposition right now. They see what's going on right now, and if they ought to get back there tomorrow, they ought to know what to do. They can't hit the ground and just be stagnant and moving things. All who in position, they know what position, whether commissioner or whatever position. They're supposed to get, let's say, a 6-7 months to show progress. Well, give them a year. Let's say take a year. Right now with the NLU, show progress or you change quickly. I don't care who you get. Give the minute all you performance, move them up immediately. Whether Alexander or the commissioner or whoever.
Yeah, man.
All you have all your position, or you give all your 9 months to have things going straight here. If how I still the move, put somebody on the play. I don't care if it's different or whosoever, but somebody else taking all the play. Set up. Talk.
Oh, all right, yeah, you got cut off there, right? Feel free if you want to call back. And of course, yes, there has to be performance appraisals and progress being seen. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. West. Welcome.
Morning, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, man.
I want to extend condolences to the family, relatives of the deceased, those people who would have lost their lives over the weekend, and probably can go way back again because this seemed to be a murderous tongue. And I don't know, but something has to be done, and you can't wait until things become totally out of control to deal with the problem of crime in this country, because as it were, any one of us could fall victim as collateral and maybe direct casualty of any criminal behavior or criminal act. And the government, I think, must make a concerted effort to deal with that. Because my opinion, this is my opinion, I am seeing business as usual. The police seem to be intransigent. It appears, yes, they have had some successes, and you must give them that. I would give them that. They have had they did some good work, but much more is needed.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of work to do in this tongue, I can tell you that.
Yes. I mean, I have to understand to some extent that Guevara, he would have inherited a disaster. That's a fact. Can't get away from that. The police service is in a mess. Administratively, in terms of operations and whatnot. In terms of detection and all that, they have failed miserably. And he has to bring it back.
In terms of personnel, it is the same officers. It is police who kill police and rob the station.
But you remember
police
some
killing people out here, some of them.
Between 2020 and thereabout. 2 policemen somewhere in Sawa. Like, it reminded me of the Wild Wild West and who should talk first. And it wasn't in a clip was that one killed the other, but one was faster on the jaw than the other. And that is what you inherited. And I'm saying that you need to deal with the issues that confront the police service. One of discipline. You have the problem of recruitment, the problem of training, police corruption, police accountability. The overall administration, the people that you have, we talk about ongoing training and whatnot, the people who are elevated to senior positions. You have people now who, you say, divisional police officers, senior superintendent of different divisions. We don't know them. I don't know what they do. They give them responsibility, but do they account? I don't know. And I'm saying that I don't have to be in the police to know these things. If we see it on television every day from England, we see it from America, we see it from Canada, we see it any part of the world.
Yeah.
And therefore, I think that the police commissioner has a duty to get those division heads in different divisions to account for their stewardship in those areas. Do they meet with the people? Do they have community or town hall meetings? No. How are you going to solve crime? Are they visible in the community, whether by patrol or by foot? All these things you have to look at. The question of how you do that for you. Do you promote them? What is the criteria? Do you change criteria every 3 years or 4 years in order to facilitate others? All these things, you have to look at the Police Service Commission. No reform took place over the last 10 years. I don't want to get too political with this thing. That's a fact. And I am not going to shy away from the fact.
And we're calling for reform to take place. We have been consistent. Those people who love Trinidad and Tobago have been consistent. We understanding, but we consistent in that we want things to change. We calling for it to change, but we also are cognizant that it will not happen in a day or two or even a year. The depth of this problem is enormous.
No, this is what you call a humongous problem. If you go to the prison is a problem. The same thing within the prison. The same comment you had a prison jailbreak some years ago. Prison officers, I think police officers got killed. A police officer got killed. Prison officers were shot at and whatnot. The total pandemonium in Port of Spain. So people have to understand the problem that I am not saying that things ought not to be done and we must see, yes, you can't deal with all the problems within a year, but we must see some effort being made. The things that the police could do to give the signal to the population that they mean business. Yes, you have done a lot. I congratulate you in the successes, but I'm saying that there are other things that you need to do. You need to give the people the feeling that things that they're secured, that they're safe. You don't just tell them they're safe. You can't tell me I'm safe. I am to tell you whether I feel safe.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take too much of your time, Mr.
Thank you very much, Mr. West. Yeah. And that is where I think that Gigi was superior in making people think the perception management, because PR is forte. That because Trinbagonians like talk. We just take talk. And then you back it up with some blood. And I say into you, see the Trinbagonians who thirsty for blood, stop that. It have enough bloodshed in Trinidad and Tobago. Sorry, I missed that call. I try to give the new people a chance. Give me it quick there. The line's busy, but I missed the last call. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Mr. Baka, I really admire your strength and all. I just tell you that every morning, I know.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Your encouragement and things. Yeah, I really, really admire. But I want to ask a question, Mr. Fuller. Mm-hmm. Based on not Mr. West, the caller before him.
Yeah.
He made a point about preparing for office. It's like you don't wait until you reach in office
to prepare to
start to plan what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
While you're in opposition, you are planning for government.
For sure.
So when in the press conference yesterday, Mr. Alexander, when a question was posted, he said, you remember, I just said, it's only a year. You can't fix everything in a year, which I agree to a point. But what I'm saying, Mr. Fuan, while you're in opposition, planning for office, you're supposed to be already be putting things in place so that when you get in office, you already have a head start. You don't wait until you reach in office and then start to plan how to deal with crime. You understand what I'm saying, Mr. Ford?
Yeah. But they're executing the plans that they have. It is challenging, and we will see over a longer period of time how successful it is. To be honest, we don't feel safe. There are still serious instances taking place, but there are some improvements. I ain't asking you. There are some improvements. There have been less murders. There have been less home invasions. Kidnapping is almost You didn't see how the police does move if it have a kidnapping? Thirsty. Like, I think criminals in Trinidad not even bothering with that again because they're not letting it even creep up. They're not tolerating it at all. So, in my opinion, criminals basically take that off of their bucket list. You know, they still try other things, but they're not touching certain crimes. So there is positives. I also am happy that the police killing less people like extrajudicial killings. I am happy to see police officers getting locked up. To have a set of police officers in Trinidad, detention orders not just for the youth men who fighting over this and that and block and history and numbers and stupidness, ignorance. Detention orders is for everybody who involved in criminal activity. So I'm glad. I lying, brother. I am glad to see police officers getting locked up. All you're running criminal gangs. All you're working for criminals. Take all your lock up too. And that is where I would say, Alexander, coming from where he came from, I could at least say, all right. I could at least say, okay, the last administration, I'll be real with you, they had friend and favor with certain criminals. They're in bed with certain criminals. I'm not asking you. Check. See who fostering crime. They had a clip. Sorry to say. And those people were not getting locked up. When it are SOE, they lock up the next side. In this administration, everybody get locked up, including the police. Sort out on yourself. Stop the crime. The gang thing, it's senseless.
And let me again thank you again for your honest opinion. And I must throw in that your father, Mr. Baka, did a very good work because he used to deal with that in all communities. He used to fight crime in all communities, including my community. Yeah. So I must throw in that. He really did a good work while he was here alive. He really made a movement to make things
better,
good for all the communities and better for all the communities.
Respect.
Have a blessing, Mr. Ford.
Yeah. I spend my Saturday in somebody's home trying to stop it reaching death. And thanks to the police officers that assisted me, I had to call personally officers to come to show their strength, to let the people, the neighbors know, the family know, do not kill each other of a property, and do not kill each other. And if anybody do anything, whoever start, they go face the penalty. That's how I spend my Saturday. And these are the things that keep on coming over and over, because if it don't have justice, and big up to the community leader in that community who talk to the parties as well. To help enforce, no. You're wrong. Do not do this. Do not do that. It don't belong to you. Stick to your part of the property. Do not go and interfere with the people or else. Big up to the community leader. I feel sorry for some people who call themselves community leaders who actually positive. Because it's hard. It's hard. It's hard governing a whack society. It's hard. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, my brother.
Hey, love and blessings, my brother. Welcome.
Yeah, man. Look on the bright side. Look on the bright side. We must stop it.
Yeah.
We stop blaming the government. We must stop blaming the politicians, the teachers, the police. Let us look on the brighter side. Personal responsibility. I wonder if your daughter when some of these incidents happen. We need to look at personal responsibility. It's time now, I continue to say it's time that we look at our young ones, where they are, what are they doing, the friends they keep, the books they read, the shows they watch, the music they listen to. These things is not robots dropping from the sky and doing these things. These things is our sons and daughters. Our sons and daughters. Let us be mindful. Let us make sure that we are not involved. Let's make sure that we are not involved, because sometimes, while we're looking at harsh penalty, which is really required right now, looking at stringent laws, which is required right now, just be careful we are not the victim. Let us get involved in things that is conducive to good living. Let us employ. Stop allowing other culture people, other race, other people coming in this country and be employed, and we here is not working. Let us get ourselves involved, my friend. Mr. Barker, one more time, I must compliment you for a healthy program which you normally keep, and I look forward to see the day that 1 hour more be added to your program, because you are special. 1 hour more will do a fine job in us being empowered, encouraged to stay on the right path. This thing I said is about personal responsibility. How do I feel, or how do you feel when 5 of your brother or sister telling you who is a police officer, since you become police, you get rights to put away another. You're small thing, you is a part of you going on for small thing. Then we want the police to do the job, as if the police is different people from us. The police is our sons and daughters. Somebody's flying over their daughters just at the municipal police. And we must understand that it's time that we do that which is right. When Ola Christopher mentioned we need Jesus, we kick against him. But this is about spirituality. We push the Creator out. We don't want him in the mouth. Then you speak, I just hear positive spiritual values in your voice. When you speak, I just hear something of values. Nobody is coming on mama guy you. Hey, you want something to buy, boy? I have it. No, I don't see that in your voice. So my friend, continue to encourage us. Continue to empower us. Doctrine and the sinless support.
Yeah, love my brother, love and blessings, right? And please amplify the voice of God and the voice of truth in our communities. Too many good people have become quiet, and too many negative forces are the ones who talking to our children. You talk to your children and you talk to the wider community. Push up positivity in the community. Blessings and love to all those people who push positivity in their communities. Blessings and love to the people who push justice in the communities. It have people who right now they ain't get locked up on the SOE because they just do positive. Yeah, they might be tough, or they might be community leaders or whatever, but they're not on stupidness. And all that I looking at, because they know who is who. They know who is who. I mean, it have some little youth men and thing more youth men who are gun in their hand, wherever, who doing madness and coming up. But for the most part, they know who is who. And I also looking at that. Because if you're behaving yourself, even if you have a history that was wherever kind of challenged, and you're using your authority or strength or whatever for positivity, the system still, giving you a benefit of a doubt. There are one or two people, like I say, who have been detained that questionable. I don't want to stick my mouth, but, in fairness, don't arrest people if it really don't have nothing behind it, because there are their families outside to take care of and all kind of thing. Quick in response to this situation with the quadruple murder on the Lady Young, you must hold those careless people who are responsible. You must hold them. Must hold, detain, and charge. And God willing, convict. You can't do that. Likewise, whoever responsible alleges the police officers in the station with whatever, they must be arrested. As they are arrested and convicted eventually. And we must be able to get back those guns. Don't mind not have enough gun on the street in Trinidad and Tobago. If all you only know. Thank God gun don't kill people. People does kill people. And as I continuously say as well, stop violating your fellow Trinbagonian. Stop violating your fellow man. Stop trying to take what is not yours. Stop trying to bully each other. Trinidad needs justice. Crime will diminish as well significantly. It wouldn't disappear if there is justice. So, all the people entitled to complain, I agree. People entitled to, and I have my issues. Obviously, it is not where we want it to be, but I see some forward progression. If a man threatens a man's life, if a man threatens a man's life and a man has the capacity to take another man's life, there are people, there are human beings who will defend themselves. Understand, Trinidad and Tobago need to change fundamentally as well, There's greed. This greed, this love of things, this willingness to do anything for dollar. Life is nasty, dirty, brutish, and short without the state. Just a comment I seeing online. Police killing civilians, absolute failure in the TTPS. Agreed. I not on that. We don't want that. That has to change in Trinidad and Tobago. And it has improved. The Joshua case is a case that is terrible, that needs to be dealt with. It has improved. So I taking the improvements, I seeing where much more to be done, I doing what I could do. All you could do in all the community. Everybody that say, not me, I'm not getting involved in that. But if your neighbor and your neighbor bickering over whatever, fighting over 2 rod of land, fighting over a boundary, try to make peace. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will inherit the kingdom of heaven. If you save one life, it's as though you save the life of all of humanity. And you see where, if you do not intervene and bring peace, that it will reach to that. Or they're not seeing that. A lash and a chop and then a thing and a shoot, it just keeps it's a spiral and spiral. So we as well, I beg, I mean, I don't want people to risk their life, but still, blessed are the peacemakers. Just careful and get involved to a certain extent. Yeah, Brother Vivian, everybody needs to make the effort to make Trinidad and Tobago safer. Not no government thing alone. They got a job to do. Wherever, yeah, no politics thing. I understand wherever. But on a real level about lives. Or they help those who can't help, who they could help. Take away the desperation, because it's how people getting frustrated. 3420081. I see somebody asking for the number to call, right? 3420081 or 4665391. WhatsApp and regular call as well. Let me see what my brother KFC want to say here. Good morning, KFC. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Fuad.
Yeah,
somebody needs to do like the picking and choosing and taking calls they want to take. Who's that man walking sideline with you there?
It ain't nobody working with me, it's me. So give me a good contribution there. Welcome.
Yeah. Fuad, you know, I get a call for the last 9 months. I ain't get no call. Ups, I send in text, I call it. Ups, I see my text in blue. So the minister who text me take my call now. Here they tell them now. They give me my food, carry and hamper. But you know the rally coming up for the 1 year. They want me to go and follow up Max and kind of thing in. You know why I tell them all? Because all the time they was been calling me, they hear me crying out, crying for opportunities of going by MPs, going by this, going by that. They doesn't hear any cries. So they're trying to puppy show poor people on the ground.
They ask you to follow Maxi.
They send Maxi, they send
Maxi. They sending Maxi for you to go if you want to go.
Yeah, for I'm talking about you going to put people in Maxi and all them kind of thing. For what? Too much of wickedness and unjust going on in this place, yeah.
Right.
Must come on and say to the young girl who lost her life, what I call them for the commissioner police to pack up the pump bed and leave. And also the minister, who is a former police. It's where the crime does come from, and jacket and tie. So the crime can never stop. Well, politicians, corruption and greedy fall for their friends and family, and the poor in the out there crying out. And what I do now? I hear that they're putting for the work thing now. They're puppet show people now. People who don't apply for the work and this and that and waiting to get called out. They're going back and go apply again. For somebody like we singing for we supper, you know. Bless.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Bless. It's not easy. Right? In challenging circumstances with expectations to try to meet. It's not easy. I think I resigned politically. I don't want to try to lead this country again. I done with that. Oh God, it's not easy. It's not easy. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, boy.
Yeah, morning.
Hello?
You're loud and clear. Go ahead.
Hello, good day?
Yes, good day. Go ahead. We hear you loud and clear. Just listen on the phone and go ahead and talk.
On your line, though. Well, Fuad, first time I've seen your program, by the way. So I was watching it on TikTok. So that's a very good thing you're doing. Now, the other day, we had a discussion that was going on about the death penalty, right? A public figure who has a particular radio show, we had a discussion about the death penalty. So there's this train of thought now about the death penalty to control crime. And the example that was used was when Dolce was put to death. The thing is, in this day and age, from then versus now, it has been very, very different and difficult because apparently younger people have a different mindset now where they're not afraid to die. So the thing about it, we are also looking at the humane ways to use a death penalty instead of a hanging and a noose. Because there are things like the lethal injection, electrocution, and gas chamber. So I don't know what the public perception is going to be because there are 18 people eligible right now in death row awaiting that death penalty. And there are a lot of people who will have arguments from certain churches go down the line about the preservation of life and looking to find different ways to mitigate the death penalty. So I don't know what the public will think or what you will think, sir.
Yeah, that's an interesting topic as well. Thank you very much, brother. Yeah.
Right, man.
I think the whole point would be if it will be an effective deterrent for further crime, because once you already capture the person, convict them, and you have them stored at whatever facility, etc., they can't harm the population any further, and that in itself is a punishment as well. That should be a deterrent as well for the population. I think shows, little documentaries, whatever, on prison and the harshness of prison should be outlined. I think we should promote life among our young people so that they want to live. I think we need to improve the conditions of life in Trinidad and Tobago as well for the poor and for some of the young people who are used. That will help, because if there aren't these young people willing to be used, then also crime would decrease. So it's an interesting topic that can be discussed. We look forward to this week of discussions on the back of these developments in Trinidad and Tobago. I agree there is no need for any curfew. I agree that these situations are being addressed, and I hope they can be addressed properly with the least harm to people and their lives and their livelihoods and our freedom of movement, etc. That is not the solution in my opinion, so I agree with the Prime Minister on that perspective. But more needs to be done. We have work to do to really fight this crime situation, and we all have work to do. All right, blessings to Trinidad and Tobago. Love and respect. We will be back, God willing, tomorrow. Take care.
6 p.m. Thursday Revival Hour of 6 p.m. The Redemption Hour is a life-changing moment you cannot afford to miss. For special prayer or counseling, contact Pastor